And welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are so excited to be filming here at the J&K Security Solutions Model Smart Home.
Yeah,
what a cool place this is.
A beautiful place. I look forward to chatting with them later.
Yeah, it'll be great. But first we're going to be talking with Michelle Buchanan from Isthmus Acupuncture. Welcome back.
Good morning.
So glad to have you.
Yeah, now as I understand, you're going to talk to us a little bit about kind of some natural remedies for beating the holiday blues and just general emotional health. What options are out there for supporting emotional health and the holiday blues naturally?
There's quite a few things that we offer. Acupuncture is great for emotional health. So is Chinese herbs. Aromatherapy is great. Massage is really wonderful.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to treat themselves to a massage?
That's the one we knew. Right. The other ones are new.
And then we also have an infrared sauna, and so a lot of times people will schedule a sauna session right after the massage, and that's just like the icing on the cake.
Yeah, sign me up.
Those are nice little ways to pamper yourself, but from a serious perspective, Chinese medicine looks at emotional health the same way they look at physical health, and so they don't differentiate. And what we do is we look at what types of patterns of imbalance people have, and then recommend herbs, essential oils, acupuncture based on that. So there's actually a science behind it.
That's really smart. And so many people were so quick to jump to, more traditional to our country methods of taking care of those things that don't help the long term, right? I mean, they're just quick fixes. So I love that we're talking about this, especially going into the holidays, because we do have a lot of folks that have holiday blues. And how do you determine that? When do you determine that a person does need that emotional help?
Right. Well, if anybody wants to feel the best they can or feel a little bit better, then holistic medicine is perfect for you. If somebody has more of a mental illness condition, then that's where they're going to want to see their doctor and work with their doctor. And we are trained to actually help support those types of medications and different things like that, and psychotherapy. So we know how to differentiate when a person just needs like a little pick-me-up. And also, too, in the Midwest, a lot of people don't have adequate vitamin D levels.
Yeah.
We don't have enough sunshine.
Yeah, I can't figure it out.
Imagine.
That brief 3-hour window of sunshine yesterday was great, and I was like, oh my God, my mood is so much better.
It's true.
Absolutely.
So we'll look at super high quality vitamin D supplements that have vitamin K mixed in it, so it actually gets into the bones and does what it needs to do. So we'll look at some nutritional supplements too that might help if people happen to notice they feel a little bit off or their immune system gets a little bit low this time of year every year. So we'll look at past history and how they handled the winter months here in the Midwest, and then look at different things we can do to support it naturally.
And when Michelle says different things we can do, she really means it, because you guys have this whole, everything is in-house.
Yeah.
You're not just going to recommend, go get this vitamin and send them somewhere else. You can actually create these in Isthmus Acupuncture.
Right. We have a custom Chinese herbal pharmacy where we have a pharmaceutical grade encapsulator, and we can actually make custom Chinese prescriptions for emotional health.
I think that's so cool.
Based on what you need as an individual, and put it in capsules so it's really easy to take. Or you can mix it in hot water and drink it as a tea. And then we have high quality, they call it pharmaceutical grade nutraceuticals that can only be purchased through a healthcare provider. So like what we offer for nutritional support and supplements is very different than what you would get like at the co-op or community pharmacy.
Right, they're custom to each individual person based on their needs.
Right, and they're only sold through licensed healthcare providers because we know how to prescribe them properly.
Wow, that's really neat.
Now, you had mentioned earlier that there's a difference when somebody needs some mental health attention versus just a pick-me-up. What if somebody is already taking medication for depression or something like that? Can they still, can you still help them out? Are you still able to support that?
Yes, we do that all the time, and we're trained on which types of nutritional supplements and herbs support pharmaceutical medications and which ones you should avoid. And then a lot of times when people do acupuncture or herbs with it, they're able to greatly reduce the amount of medications they're on. And we always have them work with their doctor if they're looking at tapering down or making some changes. I specialize in fertility, and there's a lot of women that come in that are taking medication for depression or anxiety that would like to get off of it before they get pregnant.
Yeah.
So we're very used to dealing with that population and how to complement the medications the doctors might be giving.
Wow, that's really smart.
Yeah.
You mentioned aromatherapy earlier. Kind of tie that in for us. How would aromatherapy sort of support some of these things that we're talking about?
Right, so we've created these meridian balancing essential oil blends at our office, and what we do is we look to find out where the person's imbalance is and where their weakness is in their health, which will also show in their mental health. For example, somebody who might have a spleen meridian imbalance will have a tendency to worry too much and kind of think things over and ruminate over things and, constantly kind of rethink the same situations. And so what we'll do is we'll recommend the spleen meridian balancing blend, or Chinese herbs that support the spleen, or acupuncture that supports the spleen. And most people will find that they don't ruminate so much and they don't overthink things. And the great thing to do is to provide the aromatherapy blend for them to do at home in between their sessions. So they might come in once a month or once every 6 weeks, and then they can do the essential oils and aromatherapy at home.
It's so interesting to me how the mind and people's thoughts are so connected to their body and well-being, and that's exactly where you come in. That's so fascinating.
I was just going to say, everything is connected. That's why
Yeah.
it's called holistic.
That's right.
That's right.
Michelle Buchanan from Isthmus Acupuncture, thank you so much again for joining us
Thanks.
today.
Thank you. Thanks.
Don't go away. When we come back, we'll be talking with the folks from J&K Security Solutions right here on Wisconsin Family.